Hey everybody, today is the 13th of July and this is your full moon in Capricorn reading. The card says here for the full moon in Capricorn says the end of a tough cycle approaches. Many of us have been going through things collectively and really been shedding a lot of old ways of thinking, a lot of things that's been keeping us in blockages and stagnant behaviors, and a lot of cycles that have been continuing for years and years and years are finally now coming to the place where they're now ending. So just, continue to be encouraged and understand that we're towards the end of it. Just keep pushing forward. This particular card says how hard you are willing to work for what you want. The card is reminding you that effort is required. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you're wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card should be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of the rough time is forecast. The card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you're prepared to put up all stops to make your professional dreams come true without being ruthless. With a love question, this card can be a call to face reality. What situations are you asking about? Making a plan will help. If your personal life is trouble, prioritize it more. The Tune to the Moon message card says release control and trust the universe. Additional meanings for this card says a professional project may be ending now. Admit it if you have been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. Find a balance between your personal and private lives. It's time to stop fearing the worst. The teaching behind this card says the full moon in Capricorn has a very strong work ethic and energy and will more than likely come up when you're asking a professional question. If your question is about another matter, it will serve as a much needed reminder to move through any feelings of hopelessness that you may be feeling about your situation. And this applies to no matter when you draw the card. Making a plan is far more better use of your time. So like I said, a lot of us have been going through a really tough, stagnating period. A lot of cycles, have started commencing. A lot of old ways of thinking have been falling away. The way we've done things in the past are now no longer being the norm for us. So we're kind of like in a transition mode, and this is a great time for us to really kind of just have a plan in place of what direction we would like to go, and to really let go of the things that no longer serve us. I know myself personally, I had to let go of doubt, self-doubt, self-limiting beliefs, and really push myself forward. Sometimes I can be very hard on myself and not giving myself the grace that I need. When things come up. See what the other card says. Ooh, both of them are good. I'm going to pull this one too. Forgiveness is the first card. Freedom, voyage, and change. And we know that voyage is like is basically taking a trip or going to the unknown. And so definitely give yourself some grace this season. Give yourself some, be easy on yourself. You've been through a lot. You've been through some change. You've been through some hardships, some difficulties. And this is really the season that you're embracing the things that God has for you. It's time to really close out some of these cycles that no longer serve you. Cycles of self-doubt, self-sabotaging cycles of wanting to be in control or having the last say or really relinquishing your control. Cycles where you have not lived in your true potential or being your authentic self, or kind of just living in a romanticized state of living and not really accepting reality for what it is. So this is a great time to really clear your palette. Clear everything away that no longer serves you. This is a great time to declutter. Not only mentally declutter, but also in your home, in your work. Anything that does not serve you, cut it away. Tonight is the night to actually cut those things away that no longer serves you. Otherwise, it's going to keep you in a place of hindrance, and it's going to keep you in a place of stagnation, and it's not going to allow you to propel into the next season that God has for you. When you get to this place that you start cutting away some of this, I'm getting unforgiveness. Once you get to the place that you start cutting away unforgiveness, that you start cutting away the things that don't serve you, when you start cutting away these self-doubt, not forgiving yourself for allowing you to be in the place that you're in, when you don't cut away the things that if you make a mistake or you haven't been exactly as firm as you want to be, or you haven't been as consistent as you want to be, allow yourself some grace. Forgive yourself. It's okay. We all make mistakes. Things happen. Sometimes we don't always necessarily get to the place that we feel like we should be at, or we feel like we are not where we're supposed to be right now. So give yourself grace. This is an awesome time to really give yourself grace. Forgive yourself for whatever. Forgive yourself for being doubtful of where you're at right now. There's liberation in that forgiveness. There's liberation in that grace. And once you start becoming free and you're unshackling and you're releasing those chains, you're going to be able to start moving and propelling into at a speed that's not even going to be something that you can even comprehend or even understand. You're going to be able to catapult into that next season so fast and so expeditiously. It's like it's going to happen. It's going to take off like 0 to 100. And you're going to be looking like, damn, how did I get here? You're literally going to be time jumping. You're going to literally be quantum jumping from one season to the next season. But this is the time now to relinquish all the things that no longer serve you. And in order for you to do that, forgive yourself. Be available for change. Be open for change. Understand that whatever's happened in the past has nothing to do with your present. The past is over with. We can't get it back. We can't do anything with it. The future has not even occurred yet. We have to live in the moment and resolve and handle each moment as if it is today, as precious as it is today. A lot of times we get so wrapped up about what's going on in the future, what happened in the past, what I could have did different, what I should have did now, what I'm going to do in the future, how I'm going to handle this, what if I don't do this right, what if I did this. Instead of just living in the moment and just understanding that the place that you're at right now is right where you're supposed to be. You're right in the right place at the right time. You're in that season where you're supposed to be for a reason. Embrace the change. Embrace all of it. Because the Bible says, count it, all things work together for our good. You got to count it all joy, the good and the bad. You can't just accept all the good all the time and think like God's really blessing me. No, he blesses you good and bad. We get good karma and bad karma. We have to accept both ends of the spectrum. We can't expect to have one without the other. So this is definitely the season right now that you really have to embrace who you are right now. What the past has done for you has created who you are today. It no longer has a bearing on who you are in your future. Let it go. Keep moving. Move forward. Be liberated. Be free. And be who God called you to be. This is your season to change. This is your season to move ahead. And this is the season that you're going to be able to pluck all the things that that you have been harvesting, all the seeds that you have planted in all the other seasons, all the seasons that were planted, your ancestors have planted in previous seasons that they weren't able to reap those harvests. Guess what? You're going to be able to reap those harvests because you are the generational curse breaker. You are the ones that are meant, you are the chosen one that is meant to reap those benefits. So this is the season right now that you're in. Although it's been difficult, it's been tumultuous, it's been strenuous, it's been stressful. You've cried many nights to sleep. You cried your share of tears. You've been angry. You've been upset. You've been frustrated. But it has all came down to the final time on the timer. You have finally gotten to the buzzer. You're almost at the buzz. It's the top. The clock is actually ticking. You're almost at the finish line. You're almost at that final buzzer. I'm at the final game-winning basket. Stay the course. You're almost there. Don't let go. You got this. It's in the bag. So I hope this message finds y'all well. Y'all continue to be encouraged and just continue to press forward no matter what. Be blessed.